Hey, I'm Mike.
Hey, I'm
This
Chris.
is Mike and Chris Reloaded.
Um, Welcome to another wonderful week of what's going on.
Yeah, what the heck is going on in the world? There's lots of stuff going on in the world
A ton of stuff.
as far as geek news.
Yeah. One big thing I'd like to point out too is actually there was a big thing with Ric Flair. How he was kind of touch and go for a while, but now he's actually doing really good.
Yeah, I saw the video where he went woo
Yeah.
at the end of it.
So that's kind of pretty good. He's Ric Flair. People who watch wrestling all their life, and definitely, and if you have watched wrestling, you should know who Ric Flair is anyway.
Yeah, did you see the video with him though? He looks pretty old right now.
Yeah, well, I think it's his mid 60s or something, which is,
No, I think he's like almost 80, ain't he?
he's like 66, 67.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He's actually younger than Hogan.
Oh, he looks old.
Oh, well, he just got
I
out of the
guess
hospital.
all that fast cars and faster women got up to him.
Space Mountain caught up to him.
Yep.
But I'm glad to see him up and about and, doing better. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, I'd like to just go ahead and give a shout out to people still suffering from Hurricane Harvey.
Yeah, definitely.
I know that's a lot of bad stuff going on over there, and we love you and we support you every way we possibly can.
Definitely. And there's been a lot of good things come out of it. I've seen where uh, J.J. Watt from the Houston Texans raised almost $19 million
Really?
relief, yeah.
Dang,
Yeah.
awesome.
Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans actually canceled their last preseason game last Thursday
Yeah.
and held a telethon at the Texas Stadium, the Cowboy Stadium, and they raised like $2.5 million. I guess if you called in, you got to talk to. They actually had the Dallas Cowboys football team members and cheerleaders and staff and stuff manning the phones.
Oh, that's cool.
So when you called in, you got to talk to them for a little bit. So
Awesome.
and they raised, I think, close to about $2.5 million for relief for that too. So,
Yeah, and
but
then
that's
now we have another hurricane churning out in the Atlantic Ocean right now.
Hurricane Irma.
Yeah, that's
They
that's
said
scary.
they said this one. I was reading about this. They said this one. There's no such thing as a Category 6, but this could surpass anything that's ever been the highest Category 5 ever.
I know, and it's looks like it might hit South Florida or somewhere on the East Coast, and there's a possibility it comes up here in the Gulf.
Possible that you don't never know with, especially something that far out there. I mean,
Yeah,
that thing's still about a week away.
yeah. It's I think it was 8 days something I checked last.
But you don't really know for sure one way or the other. But yeah, it's the last model I saw coming right across the bottom of Florida up into the Gulf.
Yep,
So,
I'm running away. Just to let you know.
oh, I am too. Trust
I
me.
already got my plans with my little brother. He works for the state, so he can rent cars for $15 or vans for $15 a day, and he's gonna drive up here and pick up me and my animals and go down south to get away from it.
Well, what if it comes across South Florida?
Well, then I'm gonna go north. Then I'm running north.
Then he needs to run this way.
He will be coming this way, and yeah, we got it planned out. But let's get on to some good geek news here. I want to start off with the speculation of Leonardo DiCaprio playing the next Joker.
Yeah, I saw that. There's a lot of mixed reactions to it. I mean,
I'm mixed.
I love. Don't get me wrong. I love me some Leo. I do. I truly. Leo took a while to grow on me, but I really do. I think he's a really good actor. Here in the last, I'd say, 10 years of things he's done,
Mm-hmm.
everything he's done has just been great, whether he gets an Academy Award for it or not. But I think he's been great on everything he's done. So.
Yeah, yeah, I have to agree. There's a lot of memes out there that are saying that he's completing his full circle as Jack Nicholson.
You don't never know, man.
Because everybody said he's starting to turn into looking like what Jack Nicholson looked like when he was younger.
Well, and speaking of which, I just watched Shutter Island too. So
Did you? That's a great movie.
it was a pretty good movie.
I love Shutter Island.
But
Is it your first time watching it?
yeah, I've never seen it before. So
Really? You went that long without seeing it?
I did, and someone made me sit down. We finally watched it. So
Wow. Yeah, so I'm not 100% for sure that I want to see Leonardo DiCaprio playing the Joker, but there is benefits. It's going to put like a main focus on the Joker if he does play it. It's going to bring people in that are Leo fans and stuff to see the movie that normally wouldn't see the movie.
yeah, you add a bit of notoriety to it, then obviously,
Yeah.
yeah, But
I tell you, I'd rather have him finish off Suicide Squad 2. I do not like Jared Leto.
I don't, I'm, like I said, I'm still mixed about it. I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff that he's been in, and he's a pretty intense actor, per se.
Yeah.
I don't think he's more of a method actor, like a character actor, but he's a pretty intense actor. So I don't know how he would bring it to it. And I've seen him play the roles where he's been kind of out there
And psychotic.
yeah. So, but if anyone could do it, I would say he could. So,
well,
given the way he is now,
I'm for not. We talked about Jack Nicholson. I'm for letting Leo remake The Shining.
that would be. I think he could do a good job on that.
I think he'd do an amazing
After
job.
watching him in Shutter Island and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely think he can do a good job on that.
Yep.
Even when he played Howard Hughes.
Yeah, that was pretty good too.
I mean, he was real,
Yeah.
the way Howard Hughes was too. He was a germaphobe and everything else. So yeah, I think he could do it. I mean, I don't know, when you come up to certain characters out there, like certain iconic characters, the Joker, or even Superman. Just these characters that you grew up with for years and years and years. You're like, ugh, who can you get to play them? And then
I have some bad news. I'm going to be missing opening weekend of football.
Why?
I'm going to see it with my daughter on Sunday.
Uh-oh.
I got my DVR set up. It's going to record the game. So if anybody, and I'm telling you, I'm going to give a warning right now. If anybody at all, I don't care who you are, tells me the Packers score that day, I'm going to kick them in the naughty parts.
Who do the Packers play in opening night?
Seattle.
Ooh.
It's going to be a good game. We get to see Eddie Lacy again for the first time right away in the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
We get to show off our running backs, and we got Ahmad Brooks from San Francisco this week.
Oh, the linebacker.
Yeah, the linebacker, Ahmad Brooks. Yeah.
Well, Dallas is picking Green Bay's leftovers too.
Yeah. Well, no, they traded for it.
The linebacker.
Yeah.
Jerome
Elliott. Yeah, they gave us a 7th round pick for that.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
They also traded and got a cornerback from the Bengals too.
So it'll be an interesting season. Kickoff game is this Thursday. That's the Chiefs versus the Broncos. That's going to be or Patriots. I mean, Chiefs versus the Patriots.
That'd be a good game. The Chiefs' defense is pretty stout.
If the Patriots lose this season, this first game is going to be, I think, their biggest shot of losing against the Chiefs. They might be not 100% prepared because Brady hasn't played much in the preseason. So
I don't know. I know they play the Falcons later on this year too. So
yeah.
That game and this game, I think, will be their two toughest games. So.
Yep. So everybody will be tuned into that.
But I think if the Patriots do lose, I think it's going to set the tone for their season too.
Packers will beat them in the Super Bowl. You watch.
No, I'm saying the Patriots season. I'm saying if they lose to the Chiefs this week, it's going to set the tone for the Patriots season.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because they're going into this thing, everyone's building up the hype to them that they can go undefeated this year. But I think if they lose to the Chiefs this year,
it'll mind block them.
I think it's gonna set
it'll
them
get
back.
Inside their heads and screw up.
I think it's gonna drop them down a peg. I'm not gonna say they're still gonna do bad or anything else, but they dang sure won't go. I mean, if they lose this week, I predict they'll lose about 3 or 4 games this year.
I can see that. That would really hurt them to lose. Because they're projected to go undefeated and win the Super Bowl.
And also, don't forget about the Madden curse.
Yep, Madden curse.
Guess who's covering the cover of Madden 18?
Brady.
Yep.
I lost. Dang it! I lost 2 more starters in our Madden league today.
Did you?
Yeah, I played our game. Me and Chris play a Madden league together with him and his son and another guy, and I keep losing. I got 7 players on my injury report.
Wow, I got 4.
7. I lost a corner.
One of them was my starting tackle, offensive tackle. One of them was my starting tight end.
Yeah, I lost my right guard. I lost a corner, a right guard, wide receiver, a linebacker. A defensive tackle, and I don't know, both my starting running backs. So I'm decimated with injury, and I got to go play this new guy tomorrow or the next day, whenever we advance.
Then you play me in 2 weeks.
I know. At least when I play you, I'll have my running back back. One of my second string running back. But anyways, enough about that garbage. What about we're talking about games? You know, we talked Crackdown 3 was delayed, but we got some good news coming about Borderlands 3.
Yeah, apparently there's been some leakage out there on it.
Yeah.
That Gearbox is working on Borderlands 3.
And then they've committed like 90% of their workforce to getting this title ready and out so that it can come out in the next year or so.
Yeah, I would probably say you'd see something by the beginning of next year.
Maybe a Christmas title. Borderlands is big.
I don't think you'll see it this year.
No, I mean Christmas next year.
Yeah, I'm saying I think you'll either see something by the beginning of this next year, like something like a trailer or something towards it, or for sure at E3.
Yeah, I believe it. I'm excited. I love Crackdown. I think it's an amazing gameplay. I love the hordes and hordes of weapons that you can get. I just love it. There's another game that
Kills for skills, Agent.
yeah, there was another game that I liked that was like that Earth Defense Force. Did you ever play that? The original one?
I've seen it. I've never played it.
Well, the original one is an old like Contra style, or not Contra. What's the arena one where you're in the arena and it's a third person over the shoulder view and
it's
can't think of it.
If you hadn't asked me, I'd have told you. Something 2024.
Yeah, it's something like that. But anyways, it's basically an over-the-shoulder view of a guy, and you're getting invaded by tons of alien bugs.
Yeah.
And you got to kill them, and there's like millions of different weapon drops and nuclear bombs and all kinds of. It's just amazing. Buildings crumbling. It's a fun game to play with somebody sitting next to you on the same console. You know, the split screening.
Yeah, which that's always those games like that are always pretty.
Yeah, when Andy, my friend Andy Dre Womack, guy I met on Xbox Live, when he stalked me and came up here first time, I trusted him enough to let him sleep at my house, and we played that until like 4 o'clock in the morning every night until we beat it. It was pretty fun.
Speaking of games, one's released tomorrow.
Ooh! What is it? What is it? What is it? I know what it is.
Destiny 2.
You can keep that game. I played the beta. I did not like. That's going to be one of those games that I get when it goes on sale for like $29.
Yeah, when I played it, it was all right. It just seemed like I was playing the first one all over again.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, the game you want to play is Fortnite. It is amazing. You build a base. You defend your base from hordes. It's like a tower defense game / horde mode game.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
It's a fun game. I keep playing it. It's going to be free next year, but forget Destiny and get Fortnite. Get Fortnite. You will have fun with Fortnite. I promise you. And it's one of those pay for play games that they're releasing. You can buy packs and stuff like in Mass Effect, the multiplayer and Horde mode where you buy packs to get weapons.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter if somebody on your team has microtransactions. Yeah, it doesn't matter if somebody on your team is a coiner because they're just helping you. There's no competitive against each other. It's all against computer. That's it. So it's all all work together. So if you got a coiner out there, they're gonna buff themselves up real good. But you don't have to be a coiner. You can just play, and those guys are helping you. So let them spend their own damn money.
Yeah, really.
I'm not spending no money.
Stick with the gaming thing here. The beta for Call of Duty World War II.
Yeah, when does that come out? Tomorrow.
It's been out.
Really? Mm-hmm. Damn it, I missed it.
It came out last week for the PlayStation 4 exclusively first, people who pre-ordered it. And then it quit, and then it come back out on the 1st for Xbox and PlayStation 4.
Oh, really? Why was I thinking it was tomorrow?
I think today's the last day for it. But
maybe I was thinking the end of it.
Honestly, I never got a chance to play it, but I asked my kids and all his friends about it, and they said it's real hard. I said, yeah, because you're not wall jumping and using super powerful guns.
Yeah, it might be a Call of Duty game that I buy.
Yeah,
I might actually get it because I don't like the wall running and the jetpacking and all that crap. I like classic in the trench trenches shooting each other in the face.
Yeah, but that's
It's
they're
like,
saying they're saying it was really hard. So
good. Maybe
that's
we
good.
can kick their animals.
Kick
Almost swore. Kick their
animals.
butts. Kick them in the butt. So I was reading some news the other day, Chris, and I come across that they're doing a remake of Lord of the Flies.
I saw that.
It's going to contain an all-woman cast. I don't know how I feel about that. They've been jacking up a lot of these movies. You know, I'm
the
not
times they are
racist.
changing.
I'm not racist, and I'm not sexist. But when you have a movie, you know that does good, and then you put Latino or a Mexican, you know, or Asian or something in the spot that was done by a white male, you kind of take away a little bit of the acting that was in the. We don't have to do it to every single movie to be diverse, you know.
Well, just look at case in point. Look at the Fantastic Four movie remake.
Yeah.
Look how horrible that turned out.
Right.
They totally just changed everything, and they could have called it something entirely different instead of Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I'm not. You know, I agree with diversity, but I think we're taking it like a step too far a little bit. I guess it's a sore subject for some folks. I think we're putting a whole woman cast. Why does it have to be a whole woman? Why can't it be just half and half or something? Split them up, mix some guys, some girls in there.
Well, the original one was a
All
bunch of
boys.
schoolboys.
Yeah, it was a boys' school.
Yeah, and it was shot down in the jungle or the mountains or something, whatever. But they, I mean, yeah, you could make it diverse, I guess. I mean, you can. I mean, there's been too many movies out there and stuff like that. Look at what's the movie Alive, based off of the story of the soccer team.
The soccer team that crashed in the Andes.
Yeah, and ended up eating each other, or they're eating the dead, or whatever.
Yep.
I mean, are you going to remake that movie with
all girls?
Yeah. So,
I mean, it just.
Well, even though that movie is supposedly based on a true story, where Lord of the Flies is not, but it's just. I'm with you. I agree with diversity. I just don't agree with totally
retaking away what made something
revamping
good.
Everything utterly and completely.
There is no reason why they can't say that it was a private charter school that was boys and girls and crash, and then you have some girls and some boys. So girls can kick some butt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm not going to say they can't. You know, I'm going to watch it. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of weapons they create, or how they do that, and how they attack each other. But I mean, you could do a mix. You know, maybe make the leader of the Lord of the Flies of one of the groups be a woman. The woman can be in charge instead of that little. Was a little. I can't remember his name. It's been so long since I watched Lord of the Flies.
Yeah, it's been forever for me too.
I think it was a little slanky kid that was in charge of the group. I can't remember his name.
I mean, if you want to see, even look at what's the Blue Lagoon.
Yeah.
You got people trapped on a deserted island, a guy and a girl, or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah.
That was like soft porn for me back when I was a kid.
It was a coming of age style survival type movie.
You said coming of age.
But it'll be interesting nonetheless to see how they put their take on it anyway.
Yeah.
Jeepers Creepers 3.
Yeah, I missed the trailer.
Finally gets a trailer out.
I missed it. I haven't seen. It's on my Facebook feed. Dane tagged me in it, and I didn't watch it.
The first one was creepy as hell.
Yeah, the second one was a joke.
The second one, it was okay. I mean, it wasn't that great, but
I thought it was stupid.
I thought it was kind of neat that it wasn't just a secret thing anymore. That this guy was actually hunting it or whatever.
The second one was the one with the bus, right?
Yes.
In the cornfield or
or they're driving on the road. And
yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like that.
And then
one
the guy was hunting it with his son or whatever.
Yeah.
And I guess he finally realized it comes around every so many years or something.
Right.
And so that's why at the very end you see him waiting for it to wake up again.
Yeah, what comes out this weekend?
This weekend is It.
It. So I'm excited because it's my first father-daughter bonding experience. My daughter wants to see her first horror movie.
It's a good movie to see, man, for a good bonding experience, I guess.
Yeah, it is. Well, my daughter's slowly becoming a mini-me.
You gonna watch part 2 and 3 and 4 and whatever they come out to?
Yep.
How many are they making these movies?
It's a two-part
Is it
movie.
two-part?
I think it's
Okay.
two-part. The first one is called Losers Club. I think so. It's gonna. I'm assuming that it's gonna be just the young kids because that's all the trailers have showed so far.
And then the second one is when they're
And
adults.
the second one will be when they're adults. Because I didn't know how they were gonna do that. I don't understand how they were gonna take a 4-hour movie and cram it into 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Well,
So now I know. Yeah, it's gonna be a two-parter, which is good. I'm excited for that.
Speaking of also movies, I also read this. I was telling you about the Indiana Jones 5, which starts production later on this year.
Ooh.
But they are actually, it was funny, I was reading this article about it, but they talked about Shia LaBeouf's character, Mutt, or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Which I guess he's supposed to be Henry Jones the third.
Hmm.
But he's actually not even acknowledged in this movie.
Good. They just need to pretend they invented him completely. I agree. I mean, his character was so terrible.
Well, there was a big. I know that when the movie came out, when did it come out? 2010
I don't remember.
or so.
I try to block that from my mind.
But when the movie came out, I guess Shia LaBeouf had given an article saying how the movie was just horrid, and Harrison Ford thought it was utter and total crap.
Yeah.
And
well, I read Harrison Ford hated working with Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, and later on, Harrison Ford said he was an effing idiot. so yeah, it's there. This movie, I guess, is they're going back to the basics. I guess I would like to see whether he has the whole son thing or not. I'd like to see kind of a passing of the torch because know Harrison Ford ain't getting any younger.
No, what is he? He's going on 70.
He's in his I think early 70s, about 72, 73.
Yeah.
But he's not getting any younger, and he's you don't know how many more of these movies he can make or whatever. So.
Yeah, I don't see him doing these stunts and stuff at his age.
Yeah, so I'd like to kind of see maybe a pat whether it's just someone just his assistant or something, or he finds someone along the way.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
And maybe kind of a passing of the torch type thing. And I think
just don't be a girl, because I know that's what they're gonna do.
Well, I mean. If that's the case, then I want them to remake Tomb Raider and make it a guy.
That's right. I know, right? They don't do that though. I'm sorry. I sound like a sexist pig, but I'm not. I swear. I listen to everything my wife tells me to do. I'm like a little trained puppy dog.
No, I think it'd be good to see that if they did do it. Well, I know Uncharted movie, they got their lead character also.
Oh yeah, who's that?
Spider-Man himself.
Oh, Tom Holland.
Yep.
That'd be interesting.
Slated to play
Drake.
Drake, yep. But now I don't know if it's going to be like a younger Drake or
it would have to be
kind
because
of a
Tom
first
Holland
adventure type thing.
Tom Holland's kind of got that really young look to him.
Yeah, but they're supposed to start production on that next year, so
as long as it wasn't Tom Cruise, I'm happy. Tom Cruise, if you're listening to this, write me a nasty letter. If I had your address, I would write you nasty notes too. So another show that I found out that they're starting to film right now is X-Files season 11.
Yeah, you were telling me about that. Now, see, I was still under the impression that the one that just came out was just kind of a standalone thing.
Nope, it was season 10.
Kind of like how they did with Heroes, it was kind of a standalone thing.
No, they did a season 10 where... Did you watch it?
I did not. I did not see that one, so...
Well, they basically, season 10, Mulder's a girl, right? I think. No.
Scully.
Yeah, Scully.
Scully's a girl.
Scully.
Mulder. Fox Mulder.
Fox
Dana
Mulder.
Scully.
Yeah. Okay, Scully appears to Mulder at a Mulder staying in a little fifth wheel RV thing out in the middle of the desert or something like that. And she's like, I believe you now. And then they go off to do their little investigation, and she convinces him to come back to the FBI.
I read a lot of things about that, and they talked about there's a couple of characters in there.
Yeah, they
have a guy and a girl, and I guess they're kind of reverse of Mulder and Scully.
Yeah, they are.
Where the guy's the more straight up whatever, and the girl's kind of the one that
believes in stuff. And I thought they were going to do a passing of the torch, which would have been okay, but they're not. I don't. The footage I just seen didn't have anything to do with those two characters.
No, they still might. You don't never know. They could just be introducing the characters more and more until.
And they promise you the season 10 only had 6 episodes. They said they promise you a more full season for season 11.
See, that's why I was. That's why I thought it was more of a standalone thing because it didn't have very many episodes.
Yeah, it had 6 episodes, but now this one's the season 11 one is supposed to have more.
Well, that should be interesting. I'll have to go back and
Yeah,
watch
you have to
this
watch
season.
it. It's pretty
I've seen
good.
all the other ones. I just have to go back and watch this one. But speaking of your shows, another one starts this month, doesn't it?
American
Star
Horror
Trek?
Story? Oh, Star Trek, yeah. American Horror Story starts tomorrow, too.
Cult.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're binging that right now with my daughter.
Oh, the other ones.
Yeah. You know how much fast forwarding I have to do? Oh my goodness gracious! I did not realize there was so much sex in there. That's the only thing I shelter my kids from is sex.
But they have a lot to do with witches and stuff like that.
Yeah, you haven't watched any of them?
I've never seen
Man, you're missing out on
witches.
some of the best TV out there.
They said the Lady Gaga one, was one of the best ones out there.
Yeah, it's the one we're on to next.
Coven or whatever?
No, it's Hotel.
Hotel, okay.
But yeah, it's American Horror Story. It's got hotels about vampires and ghosts.
Hmm.
So the good thing about American Horror Story though is you can start in any season. You don't have to watch them in order.
Yeah, I know they're all kind of individual, I guess.
Yeah. What were we talking about? We were talking about Star Trek.
Star Trek, yes.
Sorry, I got a sidetrack. Comes out September 25th, I believe. Let me check my calendar here. Yep, September 24th. Comes out Sunday after the games and 60 minutes. And the first episode is going to be aired on CBS. And then from there on out, you have to get CBS All Access to continue watching the series. Or a Fire Stick like us.
Speaking of shows and movies, did you see that Netflix original with Will Smith coming out?
No.
Yeah, I saw a trailer for it the other day, and I went and kind of checked it out. It's called Bright. It comes out this December. Will Smith plays like a cop, I guess, and I can't remember where. I want to say like California or something, maybe. I don't know, Atlanta. But it's in a bigger city. But apparently the world has just got they've got fairies, elves.
Oh, I have seen the previews for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they get their first cop come in who's like a ogre. And he's like the first trans whatever species cop.
Gotcha.
And then he's partnered with Will Smith. So
that
kind of sounds like a remake almost of Alien Nation.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
But it looked pretty interesting.
I'll watch it. I watch so much shows. I'm telling you, I do nothing but watch TV. But I just wanted to touch one more thing about Star Trek Discovery. If you live in the UK, you get your Star Trek Discovery via Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a way, if you guys research, I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but there is a way to change your region on Netflix. You can cheat the system. So you can stream Star Trek through Netflix, and
hopefully it'll be in English.
Yeah, Hopefully it's in English, not England. We don't want to hear what England talks like. But yeah, so that's that.
That's
What are the games coming out for Xbox Gold? What did we say?
Got
Forza 5.
It's the Super Edition. It's supposed to have everything. Game of the Year Edition.
Okay.
The Hydro.
Yeah, the Hydro, the boat racing one.
And
Hydro Thunder.
I know
or something.
in the PlayStation Plus, the Just Cause 2 or 3, I think, is coming out. And there's another one. I can't remember what the other one is off the top of my head, but I know I did actually download them the other day. I just can't remember what they were.
I haven't downloaded them yet. And I know Battlefield 3 will be available for Xbox 360 backwards compatibility, I believe on the 15th, I think is when that comes out.
Yeah, they usually, it's the 1st and the 16th or something like that, I guess, is when all the Xbox games come out. And usually you get one Xbox One, one Xbox 360 title.
I think this month it's 2 and 2, though.
Is it?
Yeah, I think.
See, I only saw just the ones.
I think there's two Xbox One titles and 2 Xbox 360 titles.
Yeah. You get
one in the beginning and one in the end.
Each time.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, here it is right here, man. It's Forza 5 Game of the Year and Oxenfree. as the Xbox One games, Hydro Thunder Hurricane and Battlefield 3 as the Xbox 360 games.
Okay.
So,
That's cool. That is legit. But that's about all I got for today's show, man.
that's all I got too. Other than if you guys are planning on getting an iPhone 8.
Yeah, I forgot, which is like $1,100.
Yeah, they say the price point is going to be anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200 for an iPhone 8. All you Apple users who've got to have the latest greatest thing, good luck. That's all I got to say.
See, I'm gonna get an iPhone 5, or I'm gonna get the same phone you got, the LG G6.
I just upgraded mine to the LG G6, which I really I like it. It's a little bit smaller than my G4, and it's got a lot more features to it.
And it works with our podcast equipment.
Works with our podcast equipment, and it's actually with the new Android O coming out, it'll be upgraded to that.
You know what we should do? We should like make some people our guests soon. We got this phone equipment. We really need to have a phone guest. What do you think?
Yeah, we should. We should get in contact with someone. We need to do another
Top 5.
top 5, or we need to talk about some anime or something. We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah.
I have a good friend of mine that's actually just got into anime a lot, so I'd like to hear some of his opinion on some of the things.
Cool. We can do that.
And he lives down in South Florida, so yeah, maybe I'll get up with him and see if we can. He wants to come in or chime in us with a phone and see what. Talk to him on that.
But make sure to follow us on Facebook. If you could rate our podcast on iTunes, I'd appreciate it. We're on Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Instagram, Twitter, what else? Tumblr. You name it, we're there. You know, we're willing to communicate with you guys. Yeah, Facebook is my home. That's where I spend most of my time.
And our website, mikeandchrisreloaded.libsyn.com.
That's right.
And just like us, review us, share us, do everything you can. And if there's something you want us to talk about, let us know. If it's something we feel we need to or can, we'll bring you on the show now that we can do it via phone or even in person if you're near us.
That's right.
So just let us know.
All right, y'all. You take care.
Bye.